Welcome back to What's the Verdict, a show where I give you my Verdict MMA picks for the upcoming UFC card. This weekend we have UFC London, Sean Brady versus Leon Edwards. The first fight I'm going to be talking about is Nathaniel Wood versus Morgan Charrière. Nathaniel Wood has had a much longer UFC career than Morgan Charrière, but Morgan has much more MMA experience than Wood. Charrière has had a wildly exciting UFC career so far with 2 Performance of the Night bonuses and 1 Fight of the Night bonus. Both men are incredibly tough and bring the fight the entire time it lasts. I don't see much grappling in this fight, and I do believe Morgan Charrière has an advantage on the feet. With that reason, my Verdict MMA pick is Morgan Charrière by unanimous decision. Moving on, we're going to be talking about Gunnar Nelson versus Kevin Holland. The last time we saw Gunnar Nelson in the cage was 2 years ago to the date that I'm recording this video, and in MMA, that is quite a lengthy layoff. Nelson is a submission machine, and he is going against Kevin Holland, who also has some very slick jiu-jitsu. I do see this fight taking place on the ground, and I think Kevin Holland has much slicker and quicker jiu-jitsu than Gunnar Nelson, especially after the long layoff. My Verdict MMA pick is Kevin Holland by submission in round 1. Moving on to the co-main event of the evening, we have Jan Blachowicz versus Carlos Ulberg. Jan Blachowicz is one of my favorites and such an underappreciated fighter, and Carlos Ulberg is quickly climbing the ranks in the light heavyweight division. Both men have outstanding striking ability, and Jan Blachowicz definitely has a more superior ground game than Ulberg, but I do think this fight is going to take place primarily on the feet, in which case it can honestly go either way. Both men have a puncher's chance, and both men have equally as good striking. I honestly have no idea how this fight's going to go, and I'm just going to go with my heart on this one, so my Verdict MMA pick is Jan Blachowicz by round 2 knockout. Now moving on to the main event of the evening, Sean Brady versus Leon Edwards. Before I get into this, I'm not going to make it a secret. I do live in the Philadelphia area, which is where Sean Brady is from. So of course I'm going to have a little bias towards the hometown guy. It's no secret that Leon Edwards is one of the best strikers that we have in the UFC right now. He's also one of the better welterweights of all time. However, as we saw in the Belal Muhammad fight, he does lack in the grappling area. He's definitely no amateur, as he was welterweight champion of the world. You don't get to that belt without your grappling being tested at least once or twice. Leon is definitely no slouch. If we compare Belal Muhammad's submission ability to Sean Brady's submission ability, it's not even close. Sean Brady has some of the slickest jiu-jitsu that we have in the UFC right now, and some of the slickest submission ability as well. This fight has room to be tough for both men. Leon could give Sean Brady real problems on the feet, and Sean Brady could give Leon real problems on the ground. Don't forget, Sean Brady did get TKO'd by Belal Muhammad. I don't think this fight is going to end early. I think it's going to be a pretty long one, and I do think a lot of the later rounds are going to take place on the floor. As time goes on in the fight, I think Leon is going to fade, especially if there's a lot of grappling. With that being said, my Verdict MMA pick is Sean Brady by submission in round 4. Please let me know your picks in the comments and what you think about mine. You guys should definitely check out Verdict MMA. It's basically like fantasy picks for mixed martial arts. You're not betting money, you're not winning money. It's just a good time. Be sure to go check out the Instagram at DailyTapouts FC. Thanks for watching, guys.